So hi there everyone, welcome back to the channel. So I've got a little bit of spare time, probably got about an hour. I finished work a little bit early, so I haven't really been out with the lures in the last couple of weeks. Again, the bass fishing has been really slow, but I've taken my opportunity today to come to a mark that I did pretty well at this time last year. So I thought, why not get the rod out of the car and go and chuck probably a surface lure over some snaggy ground. Huge tides, literally we're an hour of the tide up. We've got 10.1 high, so that tide is going to wait for no one. So just going to have to be a little bit extra careful and watch the tide we don't get cut off. But I know this plays pretty well. Got a southwesterly 3 to 4 breeze. Autumn's definitely on the way in, but that's what we want. Hopefully it brings those bass in. So hopefully you enjoy this one, guys. If you do, as always, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, and make sure your notification bell's turned on, and share the channel. Enough shouting from me. Let's get down to the mark, get a lure wet, and see if we can find a big old basil. Let's get down there. So that's where we're heading, over those back of those rocks, fishing this whole coastline with that tide coming off, full of boulders and weed. And we have a little bit of shelter down here, walking over these rocks. Be careful on the rocks, guys. You don't want to twist an ankle or nothing like that. And I'm happy to have the lure rod back in my hand, to be honest. It's gonna be nice to chuck a lure. If we find a fish, we find a fish. That's the bonus. Fishing's the fun part. Let's get down there. So we're down at the venue now, guys. Get a lot of people asking what rods I use, so I normally tell you what we're using. We've got the Savage Gear SGS2 7 for 15 to 45 grams. Lovely little outfit, nice and light. We've got the same old reel, the Pen Pursuit 3000, loaded with 24-pound braid, down to a Pachinko 140 in sand eel colour. And we're just going to work this area here as that tide comes up over these boulders. Lovely area to find bass, mooching as that tide floods in. Hopefully we'll find a basil or two. Right, let's get this lure in the water. Bloody rusty old hooks, this could be my downfall. My mistake if we lose a fish. Starting to go a little bit rusty, but hey ho, the spur of the moment. Let's see if we can find a bass. Perfect ground for the bass to be homing in here, guys. That tide funnels through this kelp, the bass to be on the end lurking and mooching as little bait fish come back after the tide. I say huge tide as well, so that tide is going to race in. You have a little bit of movement in here as well. It's a nice steady retrieve. So I like with this smaller rod, you can really make that top water lures zip. Speed up, slow it down sometimes. Tide will be quite slack yet, but it will pick up as that tide funnels in. These are the kind of areas I like to fish for bass. Nice snaggy areas where they can ambush their prey. Come on, you basils. Nail that lure. Be nice to get one off the top. A lot of garfish around there has been recently. See if we pick any of them up today. That lure's working nicely on the surface, making a lot of movement and noise. If there's any bass in the area, they'll pick it up. There's no doubts about it. All you can do is try with bass fishing. If you're in the right spot and the bass are there, you'll catch them. If not, it could be a tough session. But hopefully we find them. So it's on the move again. We had nothing at that first location, so it's going to mooch over to the next little bit of bay. In here, going to chuck a lure in amongst these boulders and that. Nice clump of rocks on the end there. Just keep moving to find the fish. If you're not having fish after 10-15 casts in one spot, leave that and try somewhere else, and then maybe go back to it later on when the tide's flooded in a little bit. This looks nice in here though. Hopefully we can find a fish here. Let's give it a chuck here. Bit more movement in the water here. Just have to try and dodge the boulders, that's the only thing. I'll sit back to see a bass just mooching through the heads here, bringing over a nice head there. I'll try and move it through that. That's buddy, Snag City. So there's not really much happening on the surface lure, so I'm just going to have a little change up a lure, see if we can find a bass maybe on a little Savage Gear sand eel or something like that. We'll just give that a little chop. I think it's 20 gram, quite shallow, but it's worth a shot. Nothing's happened on the top. You can change over like this, I said in previous videos, and find the bass. Let's give it a go. Well, I'm back to the surface lure again. Been chopping and changing lure, trying different little marks. Not even a sniff for bass, yeah. I'm gonna give this bait a go that I started at. Tide's really zipped in since we first got here now. So a lot of that ground's getting covered. Nice and overcast, nice run of tide. Just the bass ain't in here. Picked up a nice little weed fish. But yeah, we've got a lovely run of tide here now, nice movement. Just the bass ain't feeding. Be nice just to get one now, to be honest. If we can get one, I'll be happy days. Just been changing the action on the surface there as well, speeding up, slowing it down, giving it that extra twitch. Nice to be in the fresh air though. You can't grumble. Does it come off? Now we're in, guys. I've literally just changed over to a tackle house feed lure with absolutely nothing. I think this little schoolie's just picked up this lure, first cast with it. That's insane. Been using soft plastics, hard surface lures with absolutely nothing, and first cast, bang, we're in. It's fighting alright. Come on, get him up. It's still quite snaggy in here. Get him up before he gets in that weed. Oh, is he still there? Where is he? There he is. Oh, where are we landing this fish? That's the thing. He should be well hooked. Just bringing him up somewhere could be a bit of a pain. Whoa. It's not actually a, nah, it's only a schoolie. Might be able to lever him up, I reckon. We're careful. There we are. First bass of the session. It's taken a while, but we got one. Well, that tackle house feed does the business at night, and it does it in the day. Beautiful. Right, let's get this little bass unhooked. Only a juvenile fish. Don't want to damage him. One hook out nearly. Always carry a pair of forceps with you guys, because yeah, you don't want to get a treble hook in your hand, that's for sure. Just going to end your session. There we are. Oh, get that little, I'll give you a show of the lure in a minute, guys. Oh, come here, buddy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, he's a feisty one. Come here, bud. There we are. I'll get the tripod set up and we'll get a little show before we release him. So there we are, one little show. There's that lure at 30, that tackle house feed, shallow, with that red body, or belly, sorry. Really shallow diving. I found that bass that we've been hoping for. There we are, one little show, that little basil. Only a small one is going to put his fin up for us, doesn't look like. But nice to see that tide's really starting to flow in now. Whoa, okay. So yeah, let's not waste any time. let's get it back and get back out there for a few more chops. Lovely job. This little bass is nice and lively. He should go back quite nicely. There he is. I'm just going to cruise out. Let's get a lure back out there. Right, let's get back out there and see if we can find another. I'm going to cast with exactly the same mark. Just as nice, slow, steady retrieve it was, just with a little twitch. And that little bass nailed us. I'm pretty happy with that bass. Been a long time blinking coming, but changing that lure from a surface lure. I've tried nothing, soft plastic nothing, and straight away on that tackle house feed, that orange or red body, bang, nailed us straight away. That tide is zipping in very quick now, so I'm not going to have that much longer fishing, because yeah, I don't fancy getting caught with chasing the tide. The tides are so big. I want to try one more little bait here, the tackle house feed again. Let's see if we can get one more. There's got to be a bass in here. That tide is certainly zipping now. Just casting at the big rock faces, guys. The bass will be in and out of the rocks, mooching for any prey fish. Really feel that lure working in the tide. Now, the camera probably won't do this justice, but as that tide has filled up these bays, that tide has got a lot quicker and faster. A lot of nice wash and white to the water, almost like a washing machine. If there's any bait fish in amongst the heads here, yeah, they're going to be getting tumbled around. The bass are going to come in nice and close and have a nice little free meal. But we're not going to have too much longer, because look at that coming in the background. We're in for a hell of a bit of a rain tonight, but we've got our one fish. I'm just going to scoot over the rocks to have one more little chock over there, and I'm going to call it a day. But it's been worth coming out for that one bass. Tough fishing, but persistent paid off. Right, last throw of the dice. One last few casts, this little bag. Full of boulders and wind and rocks. Perfect for the bass to be lurking. Very shallow, snaggy ground where the bass will love to lurk. Yeah, so away from that bit of swell now. I can't believe how quick that tide zipped in. Absolutely ferocious how quick. You turn your back for 5 minutes without looking and the tide's around you. So if you go out on the big tides, guys, just really be careful. Just always keep an eye on how that tide is going around you, because you could be on a clump of rocks and the tide comes around and before you know it, yeah, you're cut off. But yeah, with that one bass, I'm pretty happy with in the end, because it was tough fishing. But yeah, as that tide really started to fly, the fish will be here, but I've got to make my way home. I've got to be somewhere. But I reckon, yeah, in the next hour or so, I reckon this place will be fishing really, really well. More and more that tide comes over and the bass will be coming on the feed. But one's better than none. That's that lure. The tackle house feed shallow. That red or orange belly. 18.5 gram. I've had a lot of people asking me what lure this one is. Really, really good. Not cheap lures, but they do the job, as you've seen then. Yeah, you pick them up from Mixed Fishing Supplies from Guernsey, Mr. Fish, or any yeah, big company, to be honest, on the internet. But hopefully you enjoyed this one. I have. Just get out, blow the cobwebs off again, get a lure rod in hand again, and find a bass. So hope you enjoyed. Keep casting and catching, guys. Like, share and subscribe, and we'll be out on the sea again soon, hopefully with some bigger bassels. Till next time.